going to record this call so that people can tune in. Is it recording?
I think so.
Maybe. Yes. No.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh,
no. Oh. Okay. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in on one of our live streams, please go to unite.love. That's www.unite.love, and you can tune in on our live Zoom that we're doing so that we can see your lovely faces, and you can connect and share with us in this community call. So go to unite.love and come join us, or you can just stay passively on there and watch us. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is our crowdfunding chat here. We're going to share about our wonderful crowdfunding that is live as of right now, which is so exciting. And we've got some of our amazing community members who have donated perks for the crowdfunding on the call as well today, and they're going to be sharing a little bit about what they've offered as a perk and who it's good for and why they're amazing and why it's amazing. So that's what we're going to be covering in the call today. And then at the end of that, we're going to have time for a little round robin where everyone can say hello, share where they're from, any projects or offerings that they have, and we can connect and jam and have some fun community time. So that is the schedule for tonight. For anyone who doesn't know, my name is Crystal. This is my partner Shine, and together we are Unite's co-founders. So welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here.
Mm-hmm. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's super exciting to launch this amazing crowdfunding, and thanks. Most of you are offerers of perks, and I just so appreciate your generosity and support, and it means a lot, and it's going to be really fun to co-create over this next little while.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa, you got in all right? Good.
Perfect. So we're going to start with just Shine's going to share a very, very quick, what is Unite and what are we crowdfunding for? And then we're going to get in for all the perk offers. We're going to ask you just to share 1 minute. Don't wiggle my chair. We're going to ask you just to share 1 minute about the offering that you have donated to us. Just keep in mind kind of thinking about who it would be best for, who would really benefit from it, and why it's amazing. And then if you've got extra time, kind of any relevant facts about you, that would be great. So you can be thinking about that while Shine is going to share what is Unite and why are we crowdfunding for it.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away, baby.
So good to see you all. So the idea for Unite came when we were running our wellness events and spending a lot of our time on marketing. Probably 80 to 90% of our time was spent on marketing. And we thought if Google or Facebook would tell the people who we already know and would love this to come, we would happily give them a percentage. And then that would take away like all of our marketing and sales time. And we thought, well, that's not really their business model. They want you to buy ads and learn how to use their system, and that's fine. And I love what they're doing. But we thought for the wellness community, it's such a specific community, and the people who are looking for it can also get lost in figuring out like, oh, what's the best to buy, or what's the best event to go to. Can someone mute? Oh. He's gonna meet you. So what's the best thing to buy, or what's the best event for me, or who's the best massage therapist in Vancouver? It can sometimes take hours and hours of research to figure out that stuff. And then for the practitioners, it can take, a lot or most of your time to actually do the marketing versus do what you're actually wanting to do, which is support people and coach people and heal people, do whatever you do. And so we wanted to build Unite as a way to create a one-stop shop where everyone could add all their offerings in there, and then people who were looking for things could come in and find what they're looking for, and even search by like, oh, I'm having trouble sleeping, or whatever they have going on. Even if they want to just meet new people or find a romantic partner or whatever they want to do that's important to them, we want Unite to sort of effortlessly connect them, similar to how our intuition does naturally. And so I feel like Unite is sort of like an extension of our soul or our higher self, facilitating synchronicity on the technological physical plane in just another way, kind of like how stoves, you don't need them, but it's nice when you want to cook a bit faster than starting a fire. So it's just like adding in that extra layer of ease and flow for connecting people to what they're looking for, including connecting business owners to amazing clients, because everyone here knows that there are probably millions of people who would love what you're offering, or thousands or hundreds of thousands of people who would love what you're offering, and they just need to know about it, and there just needs to be some way to connect people. And so we want Unite to be that place where everyone knows, oh, if you're looking for something healthy, sustainable, just go to Unite, type it in, and you'll find what you're looking for, and it'll connect you really quickly. So that is the big vision, fun overview of Unite.
Yeah, and just to top that off, I was reflecting today and remembering when we went on Camara's site and we found, we checked it out. She actually sent it to us like, hey, you guys are doing crowdfunding, come on this wonderful platform. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me do my research and check it out. So I go on the platform and right away I see someone's raising money for an Earthship, and I'm like, oh my God, these are the people here. And then someone else was raising money for a retreat center and another beautiful project and another beautiful project. And I thought, like, regardless of how the platform actually works, and it is amazing and it is a beautiful platform, but I was just sold right away on, like, I could feel that, like, this is our people here, this is our community, and this is who I want to support, this is where I want our crowdfunding to live. And that's what we really want to convey on Unite as well, instead of as providers and event producers, or as people looking for those offerings. For myself, and I know when we were sharing our offerings, we would have to be on Eventbrite and Facebook and all these different platforms just to try and get the message across. And we're really excited for Unite to feel like that, like, oh, this is our home, this is our spot. We don't need to be everywhere. We know that the people we want are going to be right here. And I just want to commend Camara, and you guys will all get to check it out and see the beautiful site that they have built, and the energetics are so good in that space. You can see, you can feel that this is a spot for our community. So we're excited for Unite to feel more and more like that for our community as well.
Yeah. And the last bit that I would put on top of that is we also want it to be an uplifting social platform.
Oh, yes.
So it's got posts and what we're on right now is the LoveStream, and any of you can go live at any time, and anyone on Unite can just join in. It's kind of like the Clubhouse vibe. So we're going to be doing a whole launch around that. We haven't launched it really yet, but this is available, and it's built on the back of Zoom, so it looks and feels the same. And so we really want to connect people to uplifting content, uplifting community, and connect people to in-person events wherever they're at, and lots of fun big ideas coming up. But yeah, that's the basic overview for now.
Yeah. There we are.
And so the LoveStream, or sorry, the crowdfunding,
oh, yes,
is really it was a way to, number one, we've got almost 1,700 members who joined Unite and almost 600 businesses. And so we wanted a way to showcase some of those businesses and share what they're offering. And then we also wanted a way to raise some money for Unite so that we can, oh, you're so sweet, Marissa, so that we can build more awesome stuff, and a lot of our features are kind of like we can only have one ticket price right now.
Yeah.
And like little things like we just need to build out the technology a little bit more.
We really did our best. We are building Unite for the community, and we really did our best in this kind of first build out to get a little bit of everything, and not necessarily everything done well or to its fullest extent, because we really wanted to give the community a taste of what we're going for, and also to actually find our product market fit and find what the community really wants and what's going to be really valuable. So there's lots of features in there that are a little bit not quite there yet. So we're really excited for this next build, as now we have a lot more feedback about what the community's wanting, to be able to fine tune and refine and get everything working really well. And we're still really, really happy and would love to hear from you anytime about the platform, what works for you, what doesn't, what you would love to see, because this is going to be a lifelong project to keep refining and building. And we're really excited. Like, this is for us and this is for you guys. And let us know what you want, and that's what we're doing with this fund. This money is the next polish up and send out, and especially to get the LoveStream going really smoothly. Of course, things like mirroring the image will just be a lovely bonus.
Yeah. And so in order to get to that big vision where you can post an event, and no matter where you are in the world, it can sell out organically, just by people who are in that area searching for it or getting notified that, oh, you said you wanted to get notified for kirtan events in San Rafael, California, or wherever. Here's one coming up, and then it can just sort of sell out automatically. And in order for that to happen, there needs to be something valuable right now that's actually useful and works well and gets you to use it and share it with everyone, not because you like us and want to help us, but because it's actually really helpful and it's actually really useful. And then you share it with people and they share it with people, and it kind of grows from there. And so that's what we're really looking for, is what can we build that can have that. And so we think that the LoveStream could be that thing where people can go live and share what they're offering, and anyone who's hosting anything on Zoom can just do it through the LoveStream, and it's the same thing, but they get some free promotion out of it, and we'll promote each LoveStream kind of as its own event. So anyways, more on that later, but that's kind of the next phase, and what we're going to be using the money for the crowdfunding for as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so moving on to the crowdfunding. So we do, of course, as a crowdfunding, you can donate whatever amount of money that you want, but we really wanted, like we said, to have a way where you can get some lovely perks. You can try out some of the amazing offerings in our community and support our community. So all these perks have been very generously donated by all of these lovely people, and many, many more. If you do have an offering that you would like to share as a perk, please do reach out. We've still got space. We're going to keep this ongoing. And one thing that we're really excited about is the perks. We're not going to remove them once they're sold out. We're going to then say, this perk has been sold out, but you can go to Unite and purchase them for full price or whatever price you're offering on Unite. So it's going to be a great way to send people back to the site, send them to your offering, and make you sales as well. So we're hoping it's a very, very win-win-win for everybody. So with that, do we want to start getting some intros from our lovely contributors here?
Yeah.
So I think we'll just do a round, whoever wants to go first. So this is for everybody who has donated an offering to us already. And if you haven't, but you want to, please feel free just to wait till the end of this or the end of this little circle, and then put your hand up, and we'd love for you to also share about your offering as well. We just want to make sure we get all the people who have already donated in first, but then we'd love to hear from you as well. So again, we're going to try and keep it to 1 minute per person, and the best way to start is, I've donated this lovely perk. I'm really good at helping people like this with this challenge. These are my main clients. These are the people that really I'm really inspired to work with. I've had the best results with this type of person, and my offering is this. And then if you have a moment, you can share, this is where I am, or this is why I do what I do. So.
And we'll want to clip whatever you share here and use it as kind of a social media thing to promote your specific perk.
Yes, so no pressure.
And if you don't end up liking what you say, we can not do that.
Of course, yeah. So please take it away. Remember to introduce yourself and the name of your business and offering. Who would like to share first?
I'll go first.
Woohoo! Yay!
Camara.
Hi, I'm Camara Casson. I'm in Nelson, British Columbia, Canada, and I have another place in Costa Rica. And I'm helping Unite in 2 different ways. The first is with my crowdfunding platform, Visionary Fund, which you can find at visionaryfund.com. And I'm super stoked that Unite is using it to raise money for their platform, because it's new. Like, I just finished building it and we're in our own launch phase. So we're spreading awareness and getting people up there. And what's special about Visionary Fund is that it's very similar to GoFundMe or Kickstarter, but it's got like a spirit tribe vibe. And it's specifically for personal growth and visionary projects. So personal growth can be healing of any kind. It can be psychedelic therapy. It can be retreats. It can be unconventional education. And visionary projects is like anything that really helps humanity or the whole world. And so even a small thing that helps humanity is a visionary project. And then on the other side of it, the perk that I've donated is that I'm also a psychedelic facilitator. So I sit with people using different entheogens to help them process emotions or traumas or expand their consciousness. And I've donated a $500 gift certificate that can be put towards any session. And the sessions range from $500 to $1,500. And so somebody would book a consult with me and we would talk all through it. And then we would book their session. And it would either be in Nelson or Vancouver or in Costa Rica, depending on where they want to be.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yay.
Can I win my own?
Sure, why not?
There you go.
Maybe somebody will buy it for you for Christmas.
Oh, that's
Right, there you go. Actually, that's another thing. That's it.
the gift giving season.
The crowdfunding is going to be
think about that.
an amazing place to buy gifts for your friends as well. So it's a great way to support community.
Yeah.
And
Camara was so sweet and gave us I don't know how long, but at least an afternoon or maybe a whole day of just typing and getting all the perks put in and just did so much amazing back end work to help get this up. And then today got the actual thing live. And thank you so much for doing that. And just so appreciate you.
Yeah. So amazing. Anyone who has a business baby like we do, it is just when sometimes like we had the crowdfunding set and we knew we were wanting to launch it and get going, and there's always stuff that comes up and things in the way of getting things done. And I had put a bit of the perks in, but I wasn't done yet. And resistance about it. And Camara just came in. She's like, here I am, I'll help you. And we're just like, oh my God, we love you. It's just, such a wonderful thing as a busy business entrepreneur to feel the love of the tribe. So thank you. Yay.
Audrey, did you want to share something right now? Yeah.
That's really powerful, Camara. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me on here and Unite. It's so wonderful to be a part of this whole community and family. It feels really electric and alive. And we're all creating on this planet. And so I've been a sound healer and a Reiki practitioner. I'm now a master's Reiki practitioner for 20 years. And I've been praying so hard how to really illuminate consciousness, really heal deeply for myself, to really emanate that love vibration, that health and wellness that we're all seeking within. And it's just been phenomenal what's been coming to me, the people that have been coming to me. And recently, completely out of surprise, a technology came to me, and it's called Healy, and I'll just kind of bring it in here. So what I'm offering, it's kind of hard to see, sorry about my blurred screen. Oh, maybe I'll have to stop. Oh, can you see it? So this little device has a quantum coil, a quantum sensor in it, that's based off of Nikola Tesla's research and design, and it's created by he was a monk for 12 years. His name is Marcus Schminke, and he's from Germany. And so what this device is doing is it's a bioresonance frequency device that's emitting electromagnetic current basically into the body, into your cells, into your mitochondria, to help your ATP completely regenerate, and your protein synthesis, your amino acid transport, communicating with your cells to release any toxins that you need to release from your body. But it goes deeper. It goes into your quantum field, your bioresonance field. And so it's helping you basically clear ancestral trauma, as well as can connect with your aura field, read your chakras, rebalance your chakras. And I've been using this tool for only 30 days, basically a month. And it's been phenomenal what I've been receiving from it. Really, really helping myself with my nervous system, with my physical, but also just moving through blockages in my life that I'm just really ready to, step into my soul purpose. And I've been working with clients now, and everyone's been giving me this amazing feedback. And what I would love to offer to this community is an opportunity to have an aura reading and a chakra rebalancing, and do it remotely, because it's a tool that can work remote. Now, I haven't done this before, so this will be new for me, but I just love to connect with the community, see how it resonates, and I'm excited to just explore this even deeper. So thank you so much for having me here.
Amazing.
Yay.
Thank you for sharing. Please feel free to put the best way that the community can contact you in the chat, and then we can also get you on Unite and hooked up so that people can find you on there as well.
Thank you. Our friend Journey just started with healing as well. We'll connect you guys.
Yeah, woohoo.
Yay, who would like to go next? Thank you so much, Audria.
I'll go. Hello.
Hurrah!
Hi. I just want to say that as soon as I got on this call, I felt so much good energy, and I'm just feeling like these are my peeps. Yeah. So I can really just feel it through the screen. I know that sounds really woo, but it's true.
True.
So my name is Sakura. I'm the owner of Divinity Rising, and I have two gifts that I'm offering. So the first one is a one-on-one womb healing session. So this is for women to really connect deeply with their womb space and to help clear trauma imprints that are held within our womb. So this one-on-one session is going to offer guided meditations. And after the call, I'm going to be offering some really key suggestions for specific herbs or flower essences or embodiment practices for women to use to work on their healing, or could be sexual reproductive health. And so I'm a female embodiment coach, a flower essence practitioner, and an herbalist. So, so that's my first offering. And that is going to be over Zoom. So that's for any woman with any womb holder that would love to connect. Yeah. Hi, Sonico. So my second offering is I'm going to be offering a one-on-one Kambo session. So Kambo is this amazing frog medicine from the Amazon. And this is a full body, mind, spiritual cleanse. So it purges toxins from the body. It helps reset the gut biome. It expels panema, which is dark negative energy. And this is going to be an in-person session with me in West Vancouver. And this is valued at $222. So of course, this isn't for everybody. So there's going to be a bit of a health screening first, just to make sure that this medicine is safe for the person that is going to be receiving it. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so blessed to be part of this, and I just absolutely adore what you guys are doing. Thank you.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you, fellow Vancouverite. We'll have to hang out in person. I love that.
Totally.
Oh, hello. Okay. Who would love to go next?
I can go.
Do we have two of you at once, or was it? Who was?
I saw that. Go for it.
Okay, go. You're up.
Me? Yeah. Okay. So my name is Diane Gribben. I am the founding director of Heartwood Healing Arts Eco Wellness Center. So it's a off-grid Eco Wellness Center for Healing Arts and Sustainable Living. I'm also the founding director of the Global Women's Movement and community Let Love Win. And it's all about just melting through to unleashing more health and love and life and authenticity. Just that's already in us. We're already perfect. And my background is somatic attachment therapy, somatic trauma integration. I'm just amazed at how as intelligently as we fragment, to protect and survive, we equally as intelligently can know how to come home to wholeness. And so my work is being that beautiful bridge. I am trained in all those things. I'm also a classical homeopath. My absolute passion as an excellent tool for increasing our vitality, because to be with anything that's uncomfortable, we need energy. So for the last 16 years, I work with working with my Qigong master and his master in Qigong and Neigong. And so what I wanted to offer is a vitality boost, because I feel like we need that to do any of the melting that we need to do. And so I'm offering a 1 hour Qigong session, private session with me. Beautiful ancient therapeutic movements to increase vitality, ground our nervous systems, release fears, ultimately open our hearts and anchor into deeper peace. So there's that. So that's an offer that I have, as a 1 hour private session with me to reconnect. She is energy, Gong is work. And it's just all about how do we melt through to allow what's already in us to express. So that's that. And I also have donated a video that is a beautiful movement to increase vitality. Easy to learn. You can do it anytime, anywhere. And the more you do it, the more drops you regain your bucket. to revitalize. Thanks.
Woohoo, thank you so
You
much
have a
for
very
sharing.
soothing voice. I feel like I could just like go to bed. I on your website. I was like, oh, where are you located?
I am in Wakefield, Quebec, Canada.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay, we'll connect you with our friends out there.
It's a fair trade village. Such a beautiful, it's from the future. I feel so blessed this year.
We'll come visit.
Amazing. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing that.
So lovely.
Woohoo.
All right. Next up.
I can go next.
Yay, Marissa.
Yay.
Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. Really nice to see everyone here. This is just so wonderful to see everyone speaking and all the energy here. I really feel that, I think it was Sakura. Sorry if I said that wrong. I really feel the vibe, the community vibe. I moved to Coquitlam 2 years ago from Winnipeg. So it's really nice to connect with like-minded spirits. I'm like so disappointed that I couldn't make Halloween last weekend. Now I'm seeing you guys. I'm like, ah. Anyway, so yeah, what I do, I'm a Tantra massage teacher, an avid student of Tantra, and I am offering one spot to my event coming up on November 18th to the 20th. It'll be during the evening of the Friday and then a full day Saturday and Sunday, where we're going to go through a full weekend of intensive learning, practices, demonstrations, even going to have some sound healing done by, perhaps some of you have heard, or gone to one of Chase Treller's events, Medicine of Sound. So he'll be doing sound healing as well. And so during this weekend, we'll be doing a lot of moving through sensing energy, like learning to sense where there are blockages. So say you have a partner, or even you're single, but maybe one day you want to have a partner. So you learn how to help your partner to open up, to get their energy flowing, not only their prana, but also their eros. So, and when you do this, you can really, really enhance the full experience of intimacy, right? Whether it's through communication, through touch, through lovemaking. So Tantra massage is an incredible way to precede lovemaking or to just connect with your partner. And with Tantra massage, it's honestly one of the most powerful healings that I've ever experienced, just because I'm sure you all know, sexual energy is very powerful. So when you mix sexual energy with prana or life force energy, it's like adding plutonium to whatever energy you're using. And it's just like, it's really powerful for opening everything up. You can experience all kinds of amazing effects. So that's just a tidbit about that weekend. And this is a taste of Tantra massage. So anybody who's curious about it, but they don't want to indulge in a full course right away, this is a really nice taste of that. And so I'm offering one spot for that. And then my second offering, I actually wanted to talk to you two about this. Did you guys want the crowdfunding thing to be like a full, this is free, or can it be like a discount?
Yeah, why don't we talk about that after the call, right? But you can share
I was thinking,
yeah, share about it here, and then we'll talk about it, whether we can have it on the platform or on the crowdfunding or not. We can definitely have it on Unite for sure. So please share about it.
Okay, so other than teaching Tantra massage, I also am a personal Tantra massage therapist. So I was thinking to offer a session. Did I lose connection there? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, so I was going to offer a private one-on-one session, but for that one, I was going to offer like a discount, like a 50% discount. So if that's possible, you guys can let me know, and then I'll add it to the platform. The other one I already added earlier today. So this is me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I think Ram connected us, and he was doing some of that work earlier too with Natanya. I love it. It's such powerful work. Thank you. We'll jam after and go over it.
Yes. Yay.
Yay. Thank you, Marissa. That sounds good. I feel just listening to people talk, I'm like getting into this zone. It's nice. It's like, I guess when people talk about what they're passionate about, it's good energy.
Yeah, it really is.
Whoever wants to go, please go.
Yep.
Kaisa.
Go, Mom.
Yes, I have the word yummy. It's my favorite word, yummy, yummy. I just feel all the yummy here we need. We can't have enough yummy. My offering is I'm a trauma-informed registered therapeutic counselor, and I specialize in trauma. And so I do inner child work and somatic pieces and so on and so on. My offering is a free session. My company is called Sunbeam Counseling. And what really excites me is supporting people to find who they are underneath their trauma and to find their yummy and their magnificence. So all the pieces around that. Yes, I think that is it. I'm also very practical with the work I do. I've raised many children, and so I'm also come from a very practical place as well, so that we can show up in the everyday world and also find our yummies and our magnificence. Thank you all you yummy yummies.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you, Kaisa. Kaisa is like one of the sweetest people ever, and has been such a huge supporter of us and Unite, and just
yes, for everyone who tuned in a little bit later, we were jamming at the beginning. Kaisa is my mom. She lives with us here in our beautiful home, and without Mom, I don't know if Unite would be here. Definitely not the way it is now. So anytime you have extra love, energy, anything, send it her way. She's our #1 cheerleader, and yeah, just amazing support. So
yeah, super sweetheart.
Yay.
Jonathan, you ready?
Go next. Hi, this is just such an amazing meeting tonight. I've been with Unite, going through and watching Shine and Crystal, put love into this little baby business, and it's so awesome seeing all these pieces starting to move together, and I'm excited to be a part of it and see all these lovely faces. So my juicy offering it's a very niched offering for this crowdfunding event. However, I was feeling inspired today thinking about the holidays coming up, so I think I will add in another offering. But my first offering I'm going to do is for anybody who really needs some very, very deep healing if they've had COVID and they have long hauler symptoms. So you may know of some people who are going through this. I am treating some people right now. My business is called True Healing Potential. I am a certified body intuitive and body talk practitioner. And what I love about what I do is it really melds spirit, science, and East and West all together. So there's so many of our traumas and our layers, as we know from other modalities that we've heard of tonight, that really settle into our tissues. And I really love using particular parts of the Chinese medicine system brought in with really, really current science of today to really help people heal. So that's my juicy offering. It's going to be 5 sessions. It does take a lot to really get people's energy back up before the body can even start to heal from this virus if it's affected you deeply. So that's my offering. My second offering that I'm going to throw on there is holiday season's coming up crazy, and we all get we can get run down, our nervous systems get all jacked up, we stop taking care of ourselves, and I have a lovely little 3-session package I do, and it helps to reset your nervous system. So this can be a pre or a post holiday, and I'm also going to throw that out there for the crowdfunding. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart.
I love it. You're saving family gatherings one human at a time.
Oh, that's
Bless
so
your
sweet.
soul.
People will probably want to use it after for recovery, but I think it would be really amazing
Yeah,
to do it
To do
before
it before, yeah.
if you feel like
Either one.
not for my family system, because I get juiced up when I go hang out with my family, but we've done a lot of work on our family system to get to that point. So yeah, go get charged up. That's a great reminder for everyone. Charge up before you go see your family.
Yeah. And just a quick aside before we get to the next person, one of the big things that I want to support, and there's a lot of companies starting to do this, and probably lots that have done this in the past, is to bring more of the scientific research and studies, and also to inspire studies. And so we've created a tool called Success Stories, where anyone can, if you've had some sort of breakthrough, like for me, I healed some cavities and my dentist said that was impossible. He'd never seen that before. And so I just put on my success story exactly what I did. It was some drops and some different things. And so we want lots of people to do that so we can get all these testimonials. And then also we want to find a way to integrate like research and scientific studies so that when someone does come on and say, oh, I'm going through this, I have headaches, or I've had COVID, long haul, or whatever they're going through, they can see both the mainstream offerings and the alternative offerings, and see kind of what's working for people similar to them, and just have tons and tons of data, and also kind of an intuitive track so they can maybe pick something faster. So that's going to be a fun project down the road.
Ooh.
Yeah. Whoever is ready, please continue.
I can share. Or was there someone else? Okay, great. Hi everybody. I'm Jobina, and I am a life coach, and I also do intuitive work. So I've got two offerings as well. That sort of seems to be the theme. So my first offering is a life coaching session, and I specialize on helping people in their life's transitions, which I feel like welcome to the past 3 years, right? So, and they're both planned and unplanned transitions. So for example, like I've lived all over the world. I'm actually a dance artist. I've been injured, which threatened my career, relationships changing and evolving. So there's certain things that we choose. And then of course you have something like COVID, which definitely was not planned. So I'm trying to help people navigate through their transitions so it becomes a space of more ease and connection to soul purpose, because it can be really easy to fight anything that's going on. So it's really primarily also about your relationship with yourself, because the more connected you are to yourself, the easier it is to navigate those transitions. And as well as I've got 3 aura readings. So the aura readings are super cool. It's really great when you can interpret your life force energy, and very much also connected to color. So that's really interesting to be able to read someone's aura and see whether they may be in, kind of their leadership path or what's coming up for them. So it's something I've benefited from a lot, and I'm excited to offer people.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jobina. I so appreciate that.
Who had a question here?
I think they're good. Also, I don't think Swati and Arun can make it, but I wanted to give a shout out to them. They are our amazing technology team, and they have built all the web stuff and app stuff. They also do like Facebook ads and things. So if anyone is needing anything built or maintained, Shopify, WordPress, new websites, new apps, Facebook, or any kind of digital advertising, they are unbelievable, so amazing. They've just been so supportive and have really made a big investment in Unite, and like with their love and time and energy, and just are such amazing human beings and such a joy to work with. So yeah, that's our plug for Swati.
They are super amazing. They're very talented just themselves, and then they have a team in India, which is family and close friends and community. And they're just, if she doesn't know, if they don't know about it, she's like, I'll go find someone who does. I'll go hire them. We'll get it sorted. So just simply amazing. Swati has such great ideas as well, even just like how we literally came to her with Unite, like this like crumpled up ball of paper almost, where it was like, this is what we want to do. What can you do with it? And she came back with like, sheets and things. And yes, you can do that, but not yet. You've got to start with this and foundation. And it was just absolutely 100% continues to be a joy to work with them. So please do feel free to pass their information on if you know anyone looking, or if you're looking yourself. And we're just so excited to continue to support them and can't wait when Unite does get enough funding to be able to hire them full time, and then nobody else can benefit from them because we're just going to steal them all. So get them while they're hot.
Yeah, exactly. Limited time offer. All right. Whoever's ready, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Can you guys? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, hi. I have a very unique connection with technology, so I'm trying to get on. And
Yeah, maybe you are losing you a little.
You're breaking up. We can't quite hear you. See if you can get to a better spot for Wi-Fi, because we couldn't hear anything. And maybe if someone else wants to go and we can do you after, because it's just breaking up. We can't really hear you at all.
Yeah, awesome.
So someone else jump in for now, and Nalia will come back after.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Shana, Crystal. It's very nice to be here. Very happy, thankful to be here. Hello to all the Unite community that is watching this. My name is Sonico Waira. I'm the founder of the Visionary Tribe and the Heart Map Experience. I'm very passionate about sharing shamanism, making shamanism something accessible to all. Like, I believe shamanism can be a really beautiful path for self-development that can empower people just to be creators of their own reality. So I'm very excited about what you guys create, and I've just been also with you guys for a little while, just following and just seeing how like this beautiful baby of yours keeps growing. Really amazing. Also, like just the community that is gathering, like as like Sakura was saying too, just like just coming up is like, yeah, this is my tribe, these are my peeps, they're like, and it's really great to connect that. I believe in that too. That's why it's just like the Visionary Tribe is a school for shamanism. Like, just very inspired on the teachings of the Andean lineages that are mostly about teaching people how to find their own answers, to find their own ways to help themselves. So that's what I want to offer at this time, contributing for your fundraising, because I believe in what you guys doing. I believe that the more we can support one another, like that's the beautiful, the most beautiful world that we know is possible. Like Charles Eisenstein said. So these offering, I'm offering 2 spots on my Power of a Seed workshop. This is a 14 days experience. It's a visionary process that takes people through a series of processes to find clarity first about who they are, and then where they want to go. So then that creates a map, and then this heart map is a tool, a shamanic tool that you can use it to continue getting alignment. Just like as you guys are, and I know you guys work a lot with the law of attraction and that kind of stuff. Like it's just it's a tool that can add very powerfully just to have this map that doesn't help us let us forget where we're going, you know. So yeah, that's what I like to offer to those spots. And but as I was hearing other people and like that, you know, when I offered 2, I was thinking about a couple. So I like to throw maybe 2 couples there, so that just 2 offerings for 2. So and it's really 4 spots for the next heart map experience. Yeah, thank you guys.
Wow,
So
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Where is it taking place?
Oh yeah, this takes place online. Yeah, that's
wonderful.
heartmapexperience.org. And it begins on a new moon. It ends on the full moon. It's online. It's partially recorded, but then we have 3 live sessions. One the first day, the next one on the 8th day, and the last one on the full moon, just to celebrate the accomplishment of the whole process. But every day you receive a video with an assignment that it keeps pushing you forward until you end up with a map.
Wow, so exciting.
I love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Just for the people, anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, what we're doing is anyone who has offered a perk and has filled out the form for the Unite crowdfunding thing is just sharing quickly what that is in sort of a minute-ish. And then at the end, if you have something that you're wanting to offer or just want to share, we'll have time for doing that after. And so is there anyone who hasn't gone yet who was part of it? We're getting pretty close.
I think we've got Liz here. Oh, no.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, maybe Cass wasn't.
Okay. Perfect.
Amazing. So if anyone else wants to share about things just in general that they're offering, or if they have something that they want to add to the Unite crowdfunding afterwards, please feel free.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here who has shared. To reiterate for anyone who's just joined, this call is for our Unite crowdfunding campaign, and we're doing a little meet and greet here from some of the amazing people offering beautiful perks. All the perks and all the offerings you'll be able to find on Unite as well, which is going to be super amazing. So that's www.unite.love. You can find us there. And we're just going to continue now this community call.
Before we do that, why don't, Camara, do you want to share your screen or send me the link and I can share my screen and we can go through the
oh yeah, see the baby.
The thing?
Yeah, for sure. I would love to. Let me just go ahead and get it all lined up here.
Walk us through.
Yeah, I think anyone can share.
Perfect. Okay, so for everyone who else is tuning in, so Camara is just going to walk us through the actual campaign so you can see it. And then if you haven't had a chance to say hello and share either an offering that you have that you want to share for the crowdfunding, you can share after Camara, or you can also just share about what you're offering, what you do in the community, what you're in love with at the moment, and so on. And then we will have jam time as well, where we can just chat.
Launch it.
Yay!
I think that was the moment it launched, literally. Witnessing this video.
So this is the back end of it. So you what you will see when it's live is maybe if I'm not logged in, I can show you better.
Did you create a?
It's okay. It's okay. So this is a preview of the crowdfunding campaign. So we have the header up here. I'm just gonna close that. No, well, I can just do it right here. I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a second. I'm gonna log out, and then I can just show you the campaign without the back end attached.
Here, everyone. Oh, there's the Earthship. There you go. See.
Oh,
so exciting. Yeah, make sure you come check out the platform. It is just beautiful.
Visionaryfund.com.
Go now, not really. Don't make a note and go later.
All right, so the Unite Platform Development Fundraiser, and you see the header here, and then you can see all these different sharing options. So it can be shared on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Messenger, email. You can copy the link and send it out anywhere you like on Unite or any other platforms you use.
Thank you so much for reminding us, Camara. That's another thing. Of course, we so appreciate your donations for the platform or as perks. We so appreciate you buying perks and donating to the crowdfunding. And a third option, a wonderful way to support is just simply to share it in your communities, with your groups, with spread it across the internet. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Camara has all these lovely options for sharing it. Easy peasy.
Yeah. So then Shine and Crystal have written this really beautiful write-up about what they're raising money for. I'm not going to read through it right now, but there's the write-up there. And then below the write-up, we have the different down here. Here we go. Yeah. So here's the first row, We got some floats and counseling, yoga and meditation, dine and learn, some amazing physical items, some other healing items. So this is what it looks like. So if somebody wants to claim the perk, then they would go into, claim this perk, and they would make a donation. And then after each of these is a sliding scale. It was really important to Shining Crystal and myself that people should be able to contribute what they can afford within reason, so that they are potentially getting a little bit of a deal or contributing more than the value of the item because they have extra resources. So here somebody can go ahead and pay, and the platform's free, so we don't charge anything. There are some like little payment gateway fees, but that's PayPal's issue. And then so once somebody chooses how much they'd like to contribute, they click continue, and then they can top up their donation if they want. And then they can continue to pay, and then they will get a digital fulfillment emails telling them how they can claim their perk. So that's a little bit about the campaign, and I would just like to take a moment to hold on. You can't see me.
There we are.
Okay. All right, great. So the success of this campaign actually really hinges on everyone here in this meeting.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. It's because, and not only the success of the campaign, but the success of each of you actually getting more clients from your donation and having it be a success for you personally. We need as many people to see this campaign as possible, so that not only is it a success for Unite, but it's a success for you. And so how you can support that is to promote it. So we can send out a little blurb about what you could say about it, or you can make up your own, and you just post the link to it. You could send it out as a post on Facebook or other social platforms. You could send it out to a few people that you think would be interested in some of the specific perks. I know I myself might make a post on Facebook that says something like, I just found this really cool. Sorry, I got too many messages going on here. That there is this amazing counselor who also does mediumship and psychic readings, who has this perk that I could buy, and that I bought one on Unite, and I want to share it with everybody else. And that way I'm not making it about me. I'm making it about something that I'm excited about, which people are more interested in. Or you can say, I donated something to this campaign, and there's lots of amazing perks like this and this and this. You guys should all go check it out. And that'll help drive traffic, and it is going to increase it for everybody. And so I think the most important thing that you could do, other than what you've already done to be a part of it and to be here and to donate, is to just spend like 5 minutes after this meeting to share about the fundraiser. And every few days, if you have a chance, make another little post about it or tell somebody about it. And that way we're going to reach more people, because I think there's closer to 20 people on this meeting right now. And that's kind of the number of people that we need to have something go viral. So, because each one of you probably has more than 1,000 friends. So collectively, that's 20,000 people just sitting here right in this room if we reach those people.
Amazing.
I love it.
Everyone should listen to Camara. She knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing. She actually ran such a successful campaign on fundraiser that she was actually hired to teach other people how to do that. So she knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing. If you need any help also with your campaign, if you have any ideas about what you want to, if you have a project you want to get going, reach out to her. She's a rock star, and knows what she's doing.
And something about the Facebook algorithms is that if you're sharing on just a post on Facebook under your profile, and you put a link to an outside link that's not on Facebook, it'll usually get very little attention. Sometimes like nothing will happen. And so one of the best ways we've found to connect with people is just search keywords or go to groups that you're already a part of that have people who are already interested. And that's a good place to share outside linked stuff, because people can have their notifications on and they can see posts from the group. So we tend to get a lot more engagement. And whenever I want to get something out there, I just search groups to kind of to blast it.
And I think we haven't talked about this, but I think we probably will make a crowdfunding group or event that people can then share that link to Facebook, because Facebook will happily let us share links to Facebook. So then you can send people to the crowdfunding group or event that we've created, and then from there they can go to the actual campaign. So that's a little workaround too that we'll probably do that I just thought of right now.
We're so excited. I know that I personally think Facebook is great. I really love Mark Zuckerberg and his vision. I have nothing against what they're doing, and I'm really excited for this new layer and new level of social media and e-commerce. And I really think that I want to be thinking of Unite from if we were in Star Trek world where there wasn't any money and our goal was just to connect people to the best things and to facilitate society and to help people connect to what they're looking for, what would that look like? Yeah. And right now, the way that Facebook is set up is it's set up to train you to learn how to run ads, and it's good for big companies and people who are really smart at running ads. But for the majority of people who don't want to learn that, and it's just not natural for them, and it's hard to figure out. It's hard to get that going, and it takes a lot of work to kind of play and find the algorithm and da. It's like, if someone wants something and someone has something, let's just connect them. And then by taking a little percentage of the transaction fee, similar to how Airbnb does it, then we can survive because we're not getting ad revenue the way that Facebook and Google, that's their main business model. And again, I have nothing against them. I think they're doing great, and there's totally a purpose and a path for them. And I think this will be really, I feel like this is like the next level. I think it'll be more beneficial for people and for businesses, because the businesses won't have to learn all this stuff. The people won't have to kind of find, and also for me, I get all these weird ads because I just searched something one time and now I'm like, what? I don't care about that anymore. Right. And it's like, I want to be more specific with what I'm looking for and have intention. And so that's something we're going to be building into Unite as well. It's like, what's your intention for this session? And what are you looking for? And what are you going through? And how can we help you? And just allowing people to be more intentional about their time on social media and shopping online.
Woohoo. Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they want to share? Questions, feedback, anything?
Anyone who hasn't shared yet and would like to intro?
Please, Julie.
Yes, please.
Well, hello. I'm excited. I am on a new adventure and also on the back end of a crowdfunding campaign and launching technology with voice. And so I had posted on my Facebook that, I'm trying to figure out how to teach this transformational voice in a group. And Shine's like, put it on our thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So anyway, I did my little beta thing and with a small group. And I'm still trying to figure out how to actually teach this transformational voice. I'm calling it the relaxed singer. But it's really deep transformation, and I have to practice slowing down and having people take a breath, because I'm just doing it with this hysterical humor. Like, you just can't even believe the distortion when it comes to voice and reality. And I just playfully fill the gap on that. So that's one area. And so I was actually listening for, how can I be of service? I'm really excited about your vision. We have a group here in Austin that it's just a Facebook group trying to accomplish this, and it's chaos. And so I was just even wondering in Austin, if we did have a place where, people were searching for the different things, it'd be amazing. People are always searching for EMDR and things like that. So
maybe we can schedule another call, but I'd like to find out how I can be more of service to that. And then, yeah, this voice thing, but you know what I really do, and I don't put on my website, and I make my clients magically find me. They never even know I have a website. And so I don't really want to put that on a website, but I kind of can do voice magic and work in I'm kind of like really just a translator and interpreter for pretty much all the spiritual lineages. So I can just kind of just go in and just do my voice magic thing with people, but I don't ever advertise that. They have to magic themselves and find me. And so I don't really want to put that on a website, but that's what's running behind everything that I do, like with the voice. And so I'm trying to find the balance. Do I need to do a transformational voice program and then the relaxed singer for recreational singers and just make it all light and funny? So anyway, that's what I'm listening for, is how can I be of service, and how can I support you in this cause? I'm really getting a much better understanding of this. So from what I'm understanding, y'all have built Unite is the actual platform, right? And you've got your programmers trying to make all these wishes come true. Right. And then, and then you get in, and then you're like, oh, but wait a minute. And then you get feedback from the outside, right? So you're dealing with the front and the back end. And then Kamara, you're the actual fundraising technology, right? You're like the, what is it, Kickstarter in the spiritual realm, right? Okay, I'm wrapping my mind around the front and the back ends here. Okay, so I've got your campaign. Now, can people just give you money to the campaign, or do they have to donate services or?
Oh, definitely. Are we unmuted, sweetie? You're on a different screen. I can't tell. Yeah. Yes, definitely. The main purpose of the fundraiser is to raise actual money, and a way. Well, that's the one of the number one purposes. The other purpose, of course, is that we do want to share our community's offerings, and a beautiful way that we're doing that is by receiving these perks. So the perks can be bought. They like Kamara was saying, we're offering them all at discounts. So the idea is that maybe something that would be $1,000 workshop, you could get as a perk on Unite when you donate $500 or more. So, and then you could claim that perk. So
kind of like a Groupon.
Exactly.
You get a special deal, and you would try something that you might not try. And with the love streams, we want to have each of the offerers who have donated something on a love stream, and we'll take this little clip of people who shared today, and so that people can get a better sense of who they are and get a feel for them, because a lot of the times that's why someone will buy something, especially if it's like $100 or more, is because they're like, well, I don't know this person. I don't, even if they can see the website, it's like you kind of want to get a feel for them, and you at least see a video, and if not, actually have a little quick conversation of like, oh, I have a couple questions and things.
So we really see the people that have donated these early perks as basically our early champions, and we are going to do everything we can to not only promote your perk on our so that people will come and buy it, and then we receive those funds, but also, and then like I said, if that perk is sold out, then people can go to Unite and buy it there. But we want to showcase them, put them in our email, where we want to interview everybody who's shared an offering and really get jumpstart their career there, into our community, really show them off to our community. So even though maybe it's like you've heard a lot of people have like, oh, I've donated this offering, but I also do these other things as well. So we want to really use this as an opportunity to go in depth with all the amazing people that really have supported us from the beginning. I think Shine wants to do a quick
so just
screen share.
As to what Crystal's saying.
Are you screen sharing right now?
Can you guys see the screen? I think so.
Yeah.
So
okay, here's all your filters, and okay.
For
so
example,
this is Unite.
This is Unite, and so you've got messages, notifications, products, events, LoveStream, etc.
Isn't it pretty?
It's pretty.
It's really pretty.
Had no
You can see
idea
that.
when we started the platform. We had all this feedback from different people, whether you kind of use a cookie cutter thing or you build it from scratch. And we had a lot of recommendations that, you know, you just get something up quick. And we were really determined that we wanted to start from the scratch and build, because we wanted it infused with everything we wanted from the beginning. We had no idea that, you know, can you go back so they can see what I'm talking about? We had no idea that everything from like the little heart icon to the word bubble, everything needed to be thought about.
We built these.
Crystal, the graphic designer, created all of these.
And
then you have to create a filled in one, or what happens when you click on it. Like just, it's been an amazing experience and a lot of work.
It's beautiful. So just an example of what we're doing now, we recently sold $1,200 worth of this retreat in 2 days. And so what we did is we would take the info on here, we put it up as an event.
So on here means Shine, they posted their event to Unite. So this is on Unite, and they uploaded all their information, and they can, so the sales will go straight through the platform.
Right. So if you wanted to buy it, you just click add to cart and check out, and then you just add your credit card information, etc. And so what we do is we'll put it up on Facebook, and for now, obviously we're still promoting, and so we will invite as many people as possible who live in the area. We'll share it to all these local groups, and this one's in Squamish or in Whistler, so we shared it to Squamish and Whistler groups.
So we're really, you show up for us on the platform, and we're going to hustle for you, is what we're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, so
and the idea is that we're doing this work right now. We're sharing to Facebook and to these other platforms to grow Unite. And of course, our ultimate goal is that in the end, we won't need to use multiple platforms. You can post on Unite and it's going to sell out right away. But this is our way.
It's going to do that. Okay. Do you have an Austin group that I can help with?
That was the next thing I was going to say. So can you go to Unite Vancouver? So
we do have a Unite Austin.
This is another way. Do we already have Unite Austin? So this is another way that we have before Unite. When we were running events, we just used Facebook groups, and we have I think it's 4,000 members in our Unite Vancouver group. So now there's 10 to 20 posts a day of beautiful offerings. I love to see it. You just go to the upcoming events, and it's a beautiful directory to see what's coming up in the community. Yeah, if you could just go see, the way Facebook is doing it right now, it's really nice where they actually automatically generate all the events here. So you can we'll just on Friday night, like who's doing what and what do we want to do? So then we promote our Unite things we promote the platform into the Facebook groups, and it's a great way to grow community. So I think Shine said we have Unite Austin with 16 members.
Yep.
So that's a beautiful can support us is to help us grow that community. Basically what
do you have anybody heading it up right now, or
don't know? So most of the groups, well, all of the groups we run ourselves, and we would love to find the idea. And even before we had the vision of actually building the platform, not before, but while we're building the platform, the idea was that we would create these local, so Unite Vancouver, we have Unite Victoria, all different cities, and we build those communities up, and people can connect there because Facebook is a familiar platform for everybody to use. And then our hope is that we find ambassadors that want to lead the community in that area, like you could from Austin. And then eventually, when we get to the point where we're building Unite centers and Unite towers and basically Unite World, then we would know the big cities that were already thriving, that we had big groups and communities in. And again, when we start to have in-person events, and we can have Unite meetups, and then we already know we've got a community there ready to go. We don't have groups on the Unite platform yet, but that is something that we will get there as well. But what we found, I find frustrating with the way Facebook does groups is, say when I'm looking for, we have tenants. So when I'm looking for tenants, there's about 30 local housing groups that I need to post in every single one. And then, you want like share your yoga event, there's like 50 yoga groups, and you just got to share it to each one. So on Unite, we want to really make the groups a much more thing where it's like there's one huge yoga group, and then you can tailor it.
It's more of a channel.
It's more of a channel
Where
than
it's like you can have the yoga channel and then the sub channel of Vancouver yoga and then sub channel of like Ashtanga yoga Vancouver or whatever. And so you can have these channels that no one would really own or be the admin of. They would just be, people could sort of like suggest a new channel and we can build it out, but it's more a structured system so that there can be just one thing for whatever you're looking for rather than having like 18, like 30 groups doing the same thing.
And is there a function in it where people can actually give feedback on an event or something where they, you know, like how there's like a rating, you know, rate the event or give feedback? I know that you've got the success stories, which I love. Especially.
Nothing yet, no ratings or reviews yet, but that's definitely on the horizon. And we want to use that to really help to personalize as well. And we have a feature called taste profiles that we're going to roll out eventually, where if you rate a massage as a 5-star favorite, like that was the best ever massage, and then someone else rates that same massage as a 5-star, then you probably have similar taste in massage. And so if one of you rates another massage as a 5-star that the other person hasn't seen, they might want to see it. And so we'll build out this whole kind of infrastructure of taste profiles so that we can start to learn who has similar taste in what, and then it can help to generate better recommendations of what a specific person might like. Because what's a 5-star to one person is 3 or 2 to another. So it's hard to just go based on just 5-star ratings.
Yeah, we really want to get to a point, like I find, you know, you see a 5-star rating and you're like, I don't know, based on what, right? And we want to get to the point where you would be able to not only rate, like, is this a really good massage, but you can communicate. I really like the way it smelled in their house or in their studio. It was warm. It was whatever the things are that matter to me. And even to say, I'm available to, you know, if you have questions about my experience, I'm open to answer those as well. Because especially in these more leading edge wellness modalities, I would never go to someone who I haven't met or hasn't been directly recommended to me, because I don't want someone else, I don't know, messing in my energy or whatever they're doing. But we're hoping that, I mean, that only works if you already know people in the city or the community and you've got a network. And we're hoping that this way, oh my goodness, look at the floofer. I'm so distracted by the fluffy face. Is that a dog? You can't even tell. It's just floof. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we're, oh, look at the baby. So we want to make it so that the ratings are very in depth eventually, not yet, where you could get very specific about what mattered to you. And then other people that had those same, like I would way rather go to a restaurant that pays their employees well than just go to a 5-star restaurant. I would actually like to go where they're a really good management team and they take care of their community. So for me, I would put that as my highest preference, and I would see those things first, not just see 5-star ratings. So that's down the road. It's definitely in our vortex for creation.
It's on the not now list. There's the now and the not now list.
Exactly. That's exactly what our Swati, our
okay. So then it sounds like the best offerings I would do would just be something online. And I don't know if it's a group, you know, like I could do a group voice, whatever I called it. And then, and I could even like offer like some private, probably for this crowd, I would probably just call it voice magic, call it what it is. Yep. And that kind of thing. And then as far as like the Austin group, there's really, it's kind of like the wild, wild west. It's called the Austin Conscious Community. And the folks who started it, they're just like, you know, I don't know, in other parts of the world and just not doing it anymore. So, and it's kind of turned into like a board. And there actually has been something really tragic that happened here in the group. That was why I'm asking about the reviews. And so I've kind of just stayed out of the conversation, but it's pretty serious. So I'm just trying to see if it would be appropriate to like say, hey, this is what this group is actually for. So if you're interested, but I just want to make sure I'm not spamming the group, because I can't even tell who's running it anymore, because my friend started it and yeah.
We'll have a one-on-one with you and go over different options of how to integrate more into Austin in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, Austin needs a ship, needs a mothership for the spiritual. Like, there isn't a command central here.
Yeah, that's what's really exciting to us, is we really love that part of it, and that part of how to in a really loving way kind of steward the community and lead by example. And we've had a lot of people saying, so, you know, what things are you going to allow and not allow, and what are you going to ban, and what are the rules for censoring and all this kind of stuff. And maybe as we go, we will develop some pieces of that. But what we've found is, by setting such a strong intention and having such a rich community that is upholding those values, like I said, we have our Unite Vancouver group is 4,000 members, and Shine and I moderate it. But there's other groups I moderate where I have to be in there every day because there's spammers coming in, there's people putting nasty stuff. There's absolutely nothing like that in Unite Vancouver. It's just everybody gets it because the vibe is so strong. So we're really excited to help bring that kind of direction and focus and clarity. And we've even had people come on Unite who in other groups, we see them posting a lot of, to me, more edgy stuff about, we must do this and we can't do that and we have to fight this. And they came to Unite, and I was feeling a little bit like, uh-oh, is this someone that we need to censor? What are they going to do when they come onto our platform? And they sent us a message saying, I love what you're doing. I can tell right away it's not a place for me to share some of the things that I share. I'm just going to stick to this stuff in your community. And yeah, so it was really nice to hear that we had already got such a really, people are getting that this is a place for upliftment and positivity and support. And, you know, if you have a fight to fight, there's other places to go do that. So
yeah, we want to think of it more as like a personal growth tool and platform, and then a social and news network.
Yeah.
And so the goal of it is for individual.
Well, new social. So it's not going to be like the old social we're used to.
News,
we
like,
see this as the new way of doing social.
I meant news, like,
oh, news,
like news,
oh.
Like news media. So it's always thinking to ask, if for people who they're posting on, to ask themselves, is this uplifting? Is this going to help someone feel better? Because that's the whole goal of the platform, is really to elevate the personal well-being, which is like me feeling better, and then the planetary well-being, which is everything, community, environment, all that stuff. And that was really the big driver for me of creating this platform in the first place. Was I saw that the world had all these things that I wished were different, that I wished I could help with, whether it was, you know, hunger or violence or war or whatever. And when I really boiled it down, it became very clear that it was just human emotion that was the cause of the things that were not ideal, and that it's easy to fix. Like, the resources are all there for us to live perfectly harmoniously, peacefully together, and for everyone to have everything they need. It's all there. It's just our psychology and our emotional intelligence and maturity, I guess, and skill set that is a bit lacking. And so I really saw Unite as a way to help develop that, to increase the awareness of the importance of emotional well-being, and then also to bring together all the different tools and resources that anyone might use, because there's not one thing. Not everyone loves Tony Robbins or Abraham Hicks or The Secret or whoever. Everyone has different things that they need at different points of every day, let alone over a lifetime. And so having this space that can kind of hold the different options and then recommend, ooh, maybe right now you're having a hard time, your toddler's having a meltdown, why don't you try this, because that really helped this other mom or dad who had a kid with a meltdown. And so we really want to come at it from that perspective of more of a personal growth tool and a community connection tool and an uplifting platform than just another social network, another social media site, share the news, share whatever. So that's exciting, and people can feel it. As Crystal said, it's pretty energetically clear when you go on there. It's just like, oh, this is like, it's all light, and it's lots of nice things. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe I won't share my terrible conspiracy theories here that are really like sad if you believe them.
Yeah. Thank you for the great
Yeah, this was great. I'm excited to jam with you, Julie. We've got another woman in San Francisco who's wanting to host regular Unite meetups and have kind of a gathering, and we're planning to do that here in Vancouver. And so, and maybe we can get one going in Quebec. And it's
yeah. Well,
I
I would just connect with the leaders here. You know, like there's some others that like have some good groups and some good things going on. And you know, just kind of, I think, get a fresh start on the whole deal. It's have you ever been to Austin?
No, but I'm excited to come.
I actually was in Austin once for a Primerica workshop about almost 20 years ago. And
yeah, it's not this.
I have never seen so many giant people in my life. Like we were on public transit and I was just like, we're Vancouver, Canada. And you know, in TV and in shows and whatever, they talk about, you know, fast food and this kind of, and I don't notice that as much here in Vancouver. And we were in Austin on a public transit and then at like a food court at a mall. And I was just like, oh, this is what they mean. And it was like obese, 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 obese. And you saw the kids with the like huge gulp and the bag of chips and the huge, I was just like, wow, like that, it felt like I was like in a different world. It was really very different than, yeah, I don't think I saw Austin by any means.
You've no idea. Like even I spent 17 days in Iceland this summer. Wow. And the quality of food in other countries than America, I mean, it is, you wouldn't believe the amount of toxins. I mean, they spray Roundup after they harvest the wheat. It's just, you can't even imagine like the sugar addiction and there's just no education, you know, and it's so no fun to find out literally everything here is toxic.
Yeah.
So I've been doing, yeah.
You're becoming the oasis, and like you said, there is always going to be lights everywhere, and they will just be attracted to you, and then you'll create your little pod. And
well, I don't know. I'm actually going more. I mean, I just want to like help bring the group together, and I don't really see myself doing like a lot of local things. I'm creating, and the other side of my project is actually creating a transformational entertainment agency.
Wow.
And so for all of these events, it's so boring. So you wouldn't believe some of the talent I've got, like that nobody else is doing. And, you know, I would go teach voice, but you know, some of the other things. So that's like the other side of the equation, is solving this thing of, you know, just amazing, even at like Unite events, like just some incredible, either just entertainment or transformation or just straight up shenanigans, you know, that are just like the wild card. You have no idea what's coming.
That was what we did for our events for 4 years before COVID, is we would just basically gather cool people who had amazing offerings, and we would kind of orchestrate, okay, like these ones kind of good, this energy goes together and this energy goes together, and then we'd rent a space and we'd do full day, like a mini festival where we do like some kind of yoga, mindfulness practice. Then we would do like a little vendor break. We'd always have wellness vendors. Then we'd do some kind of like a yoga class or something movement. Then we would have talks or workshops or something uplifting and inspiring and developing ourselves. And then we would end off the night with like cacao and dance parties and whatever, and just pack it full of amazing people. And the offerings were always super fun, whatever they were. But of course, what the community just loved was like getting together and everyone getting to play together. So that was our
getting
thing.
Getting to play. Yeah. And I like the Unite thing. I think that at some point you are going to have to be really clear on what's allowed and what's not allowed, so that it doesn't get hijacked by people putting, I'm really looking for the community that can really truly just be allowing different points of view.
Yeah.
And honoring this is the vibe that we have. And, you know, these conversations, they're fine and we're not against them, but they just don't belong here. You know, I feel like you're going to need to address that in almost, I feel like Unite would take place in the land of wonderment, of wondering of what is possible, you know, because like you can actually transcend all polarity and duality. You can transcend it with wonder. And to me, that's like next level. That's even better than acceptance, because acceptance still requires a temper tantrum. It's even better than allowance. Well, I'm going to allow all of it. It's like if you can literally just sit in wonder with things, I think that's the highest level of evolution on the planet right now. It's just like, don't touch the tar baby. Don't touch the tar baby. You know, it's insane how we can't even what's happened in the world. You know, like you can't even share an opinion without people like, it's bizarre to me. So like, that's where I play. And that's how I really shift all of my clients, is just getting up into this wonderment place and not choosing one side or the other. And so how are you going to set that in place to really keep the vibe that you have? Because what happens is you get up at this higher vibe, and then as soon as it starts getting bigger and bigger, then, you know, of course the shadow is going to be cast. And so how are we going to handle that? Like when the shadow comes out.
Totally.
Or actually, we have a really interesting algorithm that we're building where people can rate how they feel when they come on the platform. And then they can also rate each piece of content that they interact with. So if you watch a video or read something, you can say, oh, I came on the platform feeling okay, but that really helped me feel a little bit better. And this one helped me feel, oh, that feels really not good for me. And so you can start to like track what content is valuable to elevate someone's mood from what mood they're in. And so if a video really helps people go from sad to happy, then we might show that video more to people who are feeling sad. But if people watch it when they're feeling ecstatic and it makes them feel okay, we might not show it to people who are feeling ecstatic. It's like it's a stepping stone, but it's maybe not the highest vibe ever. And so the more that people can rate things honestly and just say, oh, that actually didn't feel very good for me or wasn't very useful, then that content just won't get shown as much to anyone else as the platform grows and expands. So we're definitely thinking about how to navigate that. And of course, there'll be, you can report things and we can jump in and moderate and whatever. So there'll be lots of creative ways to figure it out. And we're actually looking for amazing investors and mentors who can help us just with this kind of stuff, because people have already done tons of work on this with Facebook and, you know, TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and all these big platforms that already exist. There's, you know, hundreds of millions, if not billions, probably billions and billions of dollars that have gone into just this idea of how do you moderate and censor and blah, and it's really a hot topic right now. So that'll be a fun way to do. But I really love the Abraham Hicks approach of just holding a really clear intention, having a really strong energetic place where people can just feel it, and it almost like they're just not attracted to them join and be there, and it just an energetic container.
It really does work in that respect really well. And of course, like Shine said, as things come up, we definitely are open to adjusting strategies. But I have noticed, like I said, I moderate many groups, and I hands down get even a lot of the groups you have to, you know, apply to join, and the amount of spammers I get applying to these other groups that I'm moderating is so much higher than I get applying to join our Unite groups. And it really just feels like it's just, it does, the energetics do such a good job of eliminating a lot of that. So the people that get through, we will have some strategies for them too. But yeah, it's really neat to see that
maybe you should call it the good vibe-o-meter or the high vibe-o-meter. And then you could even just have the question before they post could pop up and say, okay, is this going to contribute to the high vibes? You know, or like some kind of question like that. So that, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you know how Facebook says like, what do you want to say, or what do they say? They have a prompt when you open to make a post, and it's like,
oh yeah, what did we put?
Say something, and we put spread the love is our prompt in the. So even just.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my
So
gosh.
we put random subtle things in that most people don't even notice. That Facebook actually, every time you go to make a post, there's a prompt there. And I think it's like what's going on for you, or I think they change them. And sometimes it's like, you know, write something or share something. Yeah. But we built those little pieces in. And of course, there will come times where we'll need to, you know, go to someone one-on-one and address it directly. But I really think for the most part, people want to be with people that are like them. So if that is their vibe, we're not really attractive anyway. Yeah. So that's what I find is people, they may judge you and, you know, send kind of nasty things in other when I'm engaging in other platforms and sharing something, I sometimes get feedback in other places where people don't get that kind of loving vibe. But what I find is I'll get one negative and like 10 positive. And what's really fun about that is it actually shows me that by that one negative person maybe saying something a little bit less friendly, it inspired 10 other people to like overdose on love. And I've even got private messages from people, strangers, being like, I'm so sorry you got that experience. That's not what we're about in this community. I so love and appreciate what you're doing. So I feel like you said, and even with some of that shadow, it really helps the rest of us kind of double down on the love, which is also valuable. Melanie, you wanted to share something?
Yes, hello. I've always enjoyed both of you sharing everything you've done in the last many years and your different events. So I signed up to Unite.love and I signed up under, I know this is like a technical quick question, but I signed up as a personal account. I'm just wondering, I'm trying to figure out how to switch it to business, or I don't need to.
Oh, yeah. I think right now you might have to create a second account and just make it a business. And I'll show you quickly.
Okay, thanks. I'm the visual person, so thank you for doing a demo.
Yeah, of course. So when you want to, if you want a personal account, the fastest way is to sign up with Google. And that just creates a personal account right away. Like it's just one click and you're in, and it'll just import all your information. If you want a business account, and maybe we should make that more clear on here, you just click on join us, it's free, and then click business, and then you add your business name, all the rest of the stuff, and then you're 13, and then join.
Okay. Maybe I should have clicked the business one right away, because I noticed that when you click the arrow at the top, it says posting as Melanie C, but then also I can like create a second one, you're saying maybe.
Yeah. Once you have a business account, you can interact as your business or as your personal, and that's just because we haven't built in the functionality of a personal account to manage a business account the way they have on Facebook. We had to just sort of make something simple to start with.
Yeah, because I was viewing some of the different events and some of the products, so that has to do with your business account, right? Creating events. Oh,
you can create events under either personal or business. The reason, I guess, to have a business account is if you want to share your brand and to sell products under that brand, and also like for us, we have our business bank account and our personal bank account, and so if you have multiple businesses and different accounts and things, it can be helpful for that.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you. I'm excited to get more into your website because I've known about it. Sometimes you know about something, you're like, yeah, I'll get back to it one day, and it came around again. So I'm excited to go back on it. Thank you.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Diane, did you have anything else you wanted to share before we end tonight?
No, just gratitude. This is exciting. I'm so inspired that you built it from the ground up. I know I just had to pivot from entire place-based eco wellness center to shifting things online, which has been amazing. It's been an incredible experience, and now it's like great to have people from all over the world be able to, it feels like it's so much more possible to ripple love. And it was like such a journey from like off-grid me to online me. And I love bridging that, but I know, like, I feel it, that embodied experience of like what it's taken to get here. So I just want to like honor that you did it. Yay. And yeah, it's great to be a part of the beginning of things. There's only like one beginning of things. And so that's really exciting. Yeah. And then on the tech talk, I guess I'll be in touch tomorrow to figure out, I can't publish my offerings. So that's, it's like it's the banking thing. I don't have Stripe. So I think somewhere I'm supposed to input something. So I'll figure it out.
We're working on it. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime
anyway, it's almost midnight here. So.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. And anytime you're stuck anywhere, please don't hesitate to let us know, because you're probably not the only one. And as much as we're testing and we have testers testing, of course, you know, there's some weird combination of something that when someone does it and it doesn't work. And
Yeah, I didn't realize that like code is connected, and if you fix one thing, it can sometimes affect something that was fine before.
yeah,
And so you're like, wait a minute, that was working before, but now it's not. And it's like, okay.
every time because we use Facebook and all kinds of apps every day, multiple times a day. And especially because we have two different, of course, accounts too. Sometimes something will work on Shine's Facebook account and not on mine because they've updated one version and not the other, or they're testing something. And every time now I'm on any platform and something doesn't work, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, they're a multi-gajillion-dollar thing with 1 million employees and their shit still doesn't work. And I'm like, oh.
I understand.
I like to, like, for me, when I present my baby, I want it to be perfect and do exactly what I want to do it all the time. And that's been a huge learning curve for me, is to put something out that's not finished and never will be finished. And as Abraham says, you know, there's no getting there, so get over it. That they don't put it to enjoy the journey. And yeah, the Unite platform has been a really big piece for me and learning that. And I'm so happy when I see other platforms that are, you know, doing the same. And it's like, oh yeah, I love humans. Be perfect. And we know
So
that people are going to just, you know, love what we're doing and believe in the energy. And if something, I've never stopped using Facebook, even though there's so many glitches in it all the time. So there you go.
Oh, massive. We all need to be in massive imperfect action. That's how we're getting our new information to evolve, right?
Right?
That's exactly right.
Calibration. Failing forward.
I want to show you something quick. So basically, this area up here, I think you can see the screen. Yeah, this area up here is the love streams. So this is the one we're on right now. And so if I were not me, it would have a little join where I could just join in and come hang out. And so eventually the love stream will be like multi-channel all the time, kind of like Clubhouse, where there can be multiple love streams happening at once, and you could just jump in and it'll be kind of like a Zoom room. And
right now, all the love streams happen on our Zoom account. So we obviously just can do one at a time, but it's our intention once it starts to get filled up, then once we fundraise like we're doing now, and then we can have, like, you know, start breaking it off into the yoga channel and the, you know, local Vancouver events channel and the Earth Shipbuilding channel and the How to Create Light in Austin, Texas channel.
And so what you can do, what anyone can do, is if you're hosting anything online and you're using Zoom or something similar, you can go in and you can create a love stream, and you can go for future or live now. And if you create a future one, it's kind of like just a little event and boom, and then some details, and then that's it. And then it basically creates this type of event page where you can have a write-up, and you can even add files if you want, and people can say they're interested, and then this is where you started if you're the host, and where you join if you're not, and then it leads to something like this where we're all just hanging out. And so if you're wanting, and what we will do is we'll take your future love streams and we'll create events on Facebook for them and invite people and just try and fill them up and get it going. And what we want is to eventually have the love stream happening kind of 24/7, and then multiple at once and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely something we're excited about as like a next feature that we're going to be really using the crowdfunding campaign to launch. Is we'll be doing love streams with all the different people who are offering stuff.
And that would be good for someone like you, Julie, who you've got your lovely offering, but you're not quite sure how you want to do it, what you want to. So even just to host a love stream about it, do a little sample about it, get people's feedback, get people to play, participate, and it's a great way to test and try stuff out as well, and not actually have to, make a whole huge event, and just have something more spontaneous where we can, collaborate and brainstorm and figure stuff out together.
Yeah, I would like to do that, like around the events and stuff like that. Shine, it's so funny. Like everything started from like this song called Shine that was written. It was written about me actually. And like the first line of the song is, got a little light that I had in my pocket for rainy days. Many people need to see my luminosity brighten the way, right? Anyway, it's this song Shine. So I was just saying, it's so funny that's your name, but
I love it.
But the bridge I think is for you. It's like goes, shine out like a bright flame. Hope is alive because heaven knows your name. Boom, up a third. Na, na, na. Anyway. It's funny. I haven't sang that song. So I haven't sang that for years, but anyway.
We'll happily promote some of your voice magic events and get some people on there
and come play.
Well, yeah, and I want to help you guys fundraise. So just let me know what would be the best way to do that, because I want to actually just help create some funds and stuff, and then let's talk, because I'm seeing a real need for strategic partnerships in this.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll send. I don't know if we sent the link to the actual crowdfunding, but we'll send it to everyone individually and get there. Melanie, you have your hand up.
Hi. So as you know, I'm new to your website, so I know you guys kind of shared right now in terms of how to quickly do things. Do you guys have quick videos to kind of take us through and show us, like, oh, you're new to the page here, this is how LoveStream works?
We finally do. We've had for ages, and our Swati, our tech mama, she's been like, just make some videos, and we're like, we will, and we've finally done it where we actually have some good walkthroughs. And please leave feedback, send us feedback if you're missing a step, if we're missing a piece that you do want to know more about, or more in depth about, and you'd like a video about, please let us know too, and we'd be happy to make one.
Yeah, we've got
so Shine just shared a couple links in the chat there.
This one is how to donate an offering to the crowdfunding.
Yeah.
This one is how to create a product or a service. This one talks about the love stream, how to create a love stream. This is just an overall demo of the whole platform.
An album or what does Facebook have where you have
playlist?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is it under a playlist? Okay, cool.
Hello, beautiful
souls. Under
souls.
the playlist, yeah, but that's a good point to add some more.
We'll add some more to that one. So yeah, there's not too much on
the Unite platform.
On the thing.
One,
yeah, super fun.
But there's a couple there, and if you have more questions, and we're also just super happy just to set up time for a call and walk through.
Yeah, and feedback, like let us know what would actually be useful, and if the love stream you think would actually be useful, or if there's something else that you would prefer, or just what would you use it for, and what would make you so happy that you would share it with everyone, because it's actually like helping you and either making you money, saving you time, making you happier, whatever. And that's what we're really looking for, is that like unique thing that we can just sort of go all in on and invest all of our time and money in making that little thing really great. Just, you know, one little feature, kind of like Clubhouse just had one little thing, and that's all they did. And we sort of started a little bit by trying to.
We started a little big, and now we're focusing.
Do a bit too much, and it's great. It's actually we sort of had a clear vision of what we wanted to build, so I think it'll work out in the end. But now we're getting to that point where we're like, okay, let's just get
rock this
one piece really, really well done, and then.
Although the piece that we know we're rocking really well, which is really fun, and as Shine is an amazing, he's always watching different companies and interviews with how they grew in different tech platforms and things. And a huge thing that a lot of these people in the know are really saying the tech world needs is places that really, really prioritize community. And that the whole point is to connect online and then actually also prioritize how to help people connect in real life in person. And we feel like that is one thing, even if stuff doesn't work, no matter what, whenever we have a call with someone, whenever we talk to someone, people get that community vibe that we care about the community, and that is our number one really priority, that community connection is the key, and from there we can do anything. So I feel like we've definitely got that piece, and through the technology we're learning how to bring that more into an actual physical platform and translate that, not so it doesn't need to just be Shine and I kind of leading the way, but actually getting other spokespeople and other people to kind of take that stewardship on of helping us, like you were saying, drive the ship. Yeah. And
that's the vision with the LoveStream and the live events and gatherings, is to really build that ecosystem where there can be online happening all the time, things where people can tap into and connect and just find the right thing for them. And then also to have one place to go to find all the local events that would be exciting for someone, or products or services, and then ways to easily create them, promote them, all that stuff. So really building in that infrastructure for community, and then also having the tools to help communities thrive by helping the individuals thrive by learning about emotional intelligence and healing trauma and all that stuff that goes along with it, so that eventually we're sort of building these big eco villages and eco towers and doing more in-person living together and recreating more of a tribe. And I think a reason that most of these physical communities don't work is because of the interpersonal conflicts that can arise when people have unhealed stuff, and it brings it up and they're projecting. And so the more that we can build the infrastructure to help individuals heal that stuff and figure it out, and then building also the infrastructure for building physical communities, whether it's in the cities or, because we've lived in kind of collective houses for the last 10, 15 years.
Well, we run them. We run them, we manage them. And that's, for me, the piece I've wanted to do, eco village and community living since I was a kid. And so I did my research. I went around to a bunch of different communities and asked questions and what's working, what's not. And I found consistently the challenge is the interpersonal, of course. And, it might be good for a while, and then someone leaves or something shifts and then it breaks down. And at 20, I wasn't in a position to buy land and start a community. So I thought I'll start communal living in a house. And if I can, learn to work.
We can't hear you anymore.
We can't hear you or see you.
Well, I was going to thank them for, they mentioned how once we put an event on their website, how it automatically gets put on Facebook. I thought that's a cool feature.
Yeah, there they are.
That's weird.
We're back.
We just
you just discovered something.
Now there's two Shines.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
There you
that's happened before.
There's a funny glitch. Anyway,
So you were talking about how you were living in a home, like community living in a home, right?
Thank you. I didn't know when we got lost. Yeah, so I figured if I could share a bathroom, share a kitchen with people, then hopefully I would be training and learning those interpersonal skills so I could do community. And I can 100% say that it has been successful and that there's nothing more challenging than sharing a space with somebody. And it's going to bring up all the triggers and all the stuff that you thought, and it, like being in a relationship, like having a partnership, like having kids, it's going to trigger you because it's not the way you want it all the time, and it's not, always your way, and it's just been such a great learning experience to live this way. And I really hope that then once we get into the bigger communities, we've got some good groundwork for sure. So
cool. Yeah, there's a great need for that in Austin. There's a lot of that going on here.
We're trying some of that here. My master's was in an intentional community. It was consensus decision making. I did that for 2 years and really visited to a lot of places. And I did that too. Same with building Heartwood. It was like go around to different eco wellness centers, different sustainable buildings, and say like, what would you do differently? We did that for like a year, a lot of this sharing of land, right? It's like people die, people get divorced, they can't agree on even right down to what products to use. So when we bought land here, we actually, this is just something that we're trying, but we got, like-hearted friends to buy their own land, like attached to ours. So everyone has their own land. And that has been working really well because we can still support each other. We have a big shared garden. But it's not like everyone still has their own space and their own property. So that takes care of a lot of it. You can still, go in breath and out breath and come in and out of community as you need to. Because it's hard. It's a balance, but it's all, that's my program is like triggers our trailheads to treasures, because that's the work. It's like all of that contraction that we do to self-protect. What Shine you're saying about like all of these layers or these ice layers that are in the way of our full flow and freedom. We need to have this interweaving, this ecological network of like, how do I melt through my stuff so that I can, that's part of my purpose, but then so that I can be of benefit. And like, how can we quicken that process, right? So this platform is amazing. It sounds so amazing for that.
Thank you. Yeah. And that's the piece that, like, the number one clarity whenever people are like, oh, I want to start a communal house, or I want to start a community. Do you have any advice? And my number one thing is make sure your vision is solid. You can have places where you're like, have some flexibility. Like, I'm not really attached to what we plant in the garden. I just want a garden. You don't have to like be that specific, but really clear on what are your hell yeses and hell nos for a community. So absolutely, we will never use these products on the land. Absolutely, for our house, it's absolutely no smoking of any kind whatsoever. I don't care why you do it. I don't like it. So that's just a hard and fast no. And then what I find, because when I started, we did try and collaborate with people, and we'd attract people together. And then how do we want to live together? How do we want to run the house? And what I found a lot easier was to be really clear on what I wanted and attract people who are really close to that already. And then we can fine tune and tweak. Oh, do we want to have meetings or not meet? Oh, do we want to do this or that? And we can adjust things that really no-goes. We don't attract anybody who has really varying views, because we know it's just not going to work, and we don't want to expect anyone to compromise. There's no compromise here. We can collaborate together, but we're definitely never sacrificing to live together. And that's so many communities I've seen people go, we all have the same vision of land. And once you dig in and have like 3 or 4 or 5 meetings, you're like, oh, my vision of land is a beautiful retirement place. Oh, my vision of land is a community full of kids and parties. Oh, wait, that's right there. You've got some problems. So I think there's a little bit of desperation, because it feels like we all want this vision and there's not enough of it. So we're willing to sacrifice or compromise, thinking that, oh, it's not going to be so bad. And we can bend for a little while and then we snap, and it can be really destructive. So we really, we never attract anybody. And we're really clear when we're living with people. We'll ask people, why do you want to live with other people? And if you don't have a strong, I love people, if it's just oh, the rent's good, or we're next, because living with people and wanting to live with people has to be a number one thing. And then why do you want to live in a house where there's kids? Because there's kids in this house. And so, yeah, there's these things I found was really helpful, just to be so clear for myself and make sure I'm communicating that super clearly, and then leaving some space for collaboration. But that was just such I used to be such, oh, I want to make everyone happy and I want us all to be together and this all to be this wonderful, accepting community. And I learned very quickly that no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Harmony over authenticity doesn't usually end. It ends in resentment and burnout, right?
100%. And really getting that there's nothing wrong with us not sharing values and sharing views. Just don't try and shove all the people that don't share the values and views in one spot. You do, you go do you, and I love you from over there, and we don't need to. Yes, that's been really good, really clear. I've helped lots of people who are like, okay, I need to live in a vegan house. I'm like, great, start a vegan house. Be clear about that, but don't try and live your vegan lifestyle with other people and who eat meat and then be resentful if that's not something that's fun for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, let me know what's the best way. I actually do have it's a 2-hour workshop, voice play shop. It's called the Relaxed Singers for recreational singing purposes only. It's the only local program that helps you tame the voices in the head, which makes it really easy to learn how to sing. So I actually have that ready to go. Would that be something you think we could put on as a fundraiser? Do you think people, if we did like a 2-hour thing, would I do that as a LoveStream, or how would you guys want to do that? Could we raise some funds for you with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll send you the link where you can add it as an offering.
Okay, so just do a scheduled time, and I could run a couple of those, and whatever price
is create an event on Unite for it as a event with a sold ticket price, whatever price you'd like to charge for it, and then we will make a Facebook event for it as well, and then you can donate tickets for it to the platform, to the crowdfunding, and then we will send people from the crowdfunding to the event. So if you want to have 10 spots on the 10 spots on the crowdfunding, you want to donate 10 spots, and you only want 10 people anyway, they can all be donated for the crowdfunding if you want, or we can sell some of them and donate some of them, and we can work out however you want to balance.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking I would just do a fundraiser for you guys. So I create the event on unite.com.
Yep, .love.
And .love. I knew that. So I create the event on .love. I put a ticket price on it.
Yep.
And then will you guys collect the money? Does it just go straight to you guys?
Yes. So then what we can do is then we will, if you just want to have all of the money go to Unite, what we can do is then link that to the crowdfunding. And then you can, if you want 10 participants, and we then offer 10 perks of it on the crowdfunding, but having an actual event on Unite with a ticket price helps people see, oh, it's a, this is its value, this is its event, and people can link back and see more information from you as well. But of course they would buy it through the crowdfunding, which like you said, if you want it to be a fundraiser for us, that's the best way
Well,
to do it. And
that would be the point, because I don't really have anything to sell. So
yeah,
I'm just
what that comes to is if you just did a fundraiser on your own and then wanted to give that money to Unite, it doesn't go through the campaign.
No. I want to do it through your system and use your system and learn how to do this and figure this out.
Yeah, it'll be super fun. We can do some love streams about it where we're talking about it and interviewing you about it, talking about what people will expect, and then we can share on Facebook as well, and create some buzz and excitement around it.
I do everything like, oh, I need to find my voice. And I'll say, well, it's usually not a lost voice problem. It's usually a too many voices in the head problem.
Right? Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, so that's fun. So, okay, wonderful. All right. Okay, great. So I'll just create it there then, now that I know what to do. So lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here.
You too. Good night.
That was lovely. Really nice.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So like I'm getting the vibe. I'm gonna like, okay, how can I help? And then I'm also just feeling called to try to get the Austin community thing going, you know, like, because there's a huge need for it here. So
feel free to invite people to that Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then basically how we usually do the Facebook groups is we'll approve each post.
Yeah.
So that we just double check that it's appropriate for what we're wanting.
Yeah.
And then I think that's and then you can, you know, just let people know about it and remind people to post in there.
And depending how much time you want to spend as well, we're happy to make you an admin of the group. And if you want to be part of kind of, especially if it's some people that you already know and you know, we pre-approve after we've seen a few posts and they're always posting good content. We'll pre-approve people. So of course we don't have to approve every single post. So, you know, if you're inviting community members and you know they're really solid, then we can just pre-approve them right away.
And then if people want to put their event or product or service on Unite for sale and then promote those links, then we'll be adding an extra promotion and trying to help them get sales.
Yeah.
And so that's another benefit that you can tell people is that once if they run their business through Unite, they're going to get sort of free marketing from us, where we're going to be promoting it through Facebook in all the groups, creating an event if it's an event, or putting it maybe on Facebook Marketplace or selling it through our page on Facebook.
Okay, so Ren, okay. So I've been listening very closely because what I do is I try to get the sound bites. So then, you know how you go through and it's so difficult. So I'm trying to be the outlier to listen so that I can translate this.
Yeah.
So if you run your business, it's like free promo. Okay. So the free promo. And so if I can, so maybe what we could do is set up an Austin community leaders call where we do the founders of Unite.love and we just talk about how we can all pull our resources together and build this system so that it's just this automatic thing for what you're looking for. Because in the Austin Conscious Community Group, people are really looking for what's going on in here. But then where's that line between, is this just a promotional, is this, you know, and putting it through your system makes them clarify it, get a date, it gets a format, it can do all of that. And so then we can say, hey, you know, let's just make this kind of like the spiritual community hub of Austin. And so maybe I could see if I could wrangle up a few of the leaders that I have in mind, because there's not a centralized thing here. So
yeah, that'd be great.
I love it. Yeah, that's a great idea. As we can do some lives for the community. And just really, like you said, let people know that, you know, we're starting our baby platform. Are you needing to end it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're starting this platform. So we've got a ton of energy to really all the new people on there. We're going to do a ton of promo for you ourselves, as well as everyone that we send to the platform. The more people on there, the more it grows, the more it will be able to do that organically. But for now, this is our full-time job. This is what we do. So yeah, we're here to share.
Okay, so that's really cool. Okay.
And the more people we can get using the platform, the more what they call daily active users, meaning people who log in and do stuff on the platform, the more sales that we can get like going through the platform. Even if we're not making any or a lot of money on it, it just gives that momentum, and it's what investors are really looking for is momentum. And is it increasing, or are people using it? Are they finding value in it? And so that's really our goal right now, is to see, okay, what can people actually use this for? And like I said, the last 2 days, we sold $1,200 worth of a retreat. That's a full day retreat. That's $222. And that was just through our Facebook and other promotion that we did. And so we've got, we ran events full time, made almost 300,000 in that time, and sold over 7,000 tickets. So we know about promoting things and getting people interested and buying stuff. And so that's definitely a value add that we can bring to anyone who's doing stuff, is sort of bringing that promotional knowledge and then actually doing it and helping to do it and bring some sales in. And so I think that'll be really helpful, of course, because that's a big thing that most small businesses any business would like more of, is more sales coming through. And so that's something that we really want to help. And so like for an Austin thing, we would probably join a bunch of Austin groups and start promoting the Unite events that are selling tickets through Unite through the Austin groups, and
promote to them that we're doing, rallying the, Austin wellness community. And if you have, a wellness offering and you want to share it and you want to be part of the community and you want to be part of the leaders of the wellness community in Austin, come on this group call, come on this chat, and
I'll show you too. You'll be able to go on Unite, and once we have like a good amount of events happening in Austin, you'll be able to just go to events, filter for
locations right there
for Austin, or location, choose a location, boom, Austin, Texas, and then you can eventually we'll have that, so you can just set it as like your
default,
your thing. I think it's probably not working right now, but we'll fix it. And so eventually there can be that level of kind of easy, simple, where you can just see everything Austin. So I want to go to an event, I want to find a massage practitioner, I want to whatever, and it's just all there. And we just need to get momentum going so that people know that it's available, that they can use it, and just figure out all the little details.
So is there even just like a directory? Because like I have a friend in Utah who does very spiritual. She's a wedding officiant, and her niche is actually really spiritual weddings, and she writes these beautiful ceremonies like from the heart. She interviews the bride and the groom, and so like wedding officiants would be like a great category to have on there. I know a lot of people are looking for EMDR therapists. I've seen that, massage therapists and that. And I feel like once you get your enough of your I's dotted, then we would want to start to approach some of the bigger organizations that have huge email lists. But I feel like you want to just be a little bit more ready to go. And then the other question I'm trying to put together is some of the most brilliant, I geek out on these Facebook ads, and I save them, and I save the copy, because it's like Mark Twain says, I'm sorry I wrote such a long letter, I didn't have time to write a short one. And one of the best ads right now that summarizes things, it's this PIP Dex, PIP Dex. And they have this ad where what they've done is they've done a deck of cards for storytelling and for workshops. I don't know if you've seen this, and it's like $80 for the deck. And they're like, well, why? And then he shows the pile of books that he read and says, oh, I've compiled them into this.
Nice.
Okay. So that's what I'm looking for with this Unite, as I want to bring people in, as I got to have the 30-second elevator pitch kind of thing, is like, how do I explain this in a way that instantly tells them the benefit, and then they instantly get the vision without the explaining. And I do that right now. Like, this is the little come to Jesus talk I'm going to have with with my potential business partner. of which I realized I'm just going to write, this is the Julie train. And if you want to come on the Julie train, then that's great. But here's how the Julie train's going to run. And if you want Julie to hop on your train and work her magic, then these things have to be fixed, and you've got to pay Julie to fix them. Because if you had fixed these from the get-go, all the stuff you guys are fixing, he didn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be having the problems you're having. and so because I was trying to morph into the other train, and I'm like, no. This is the Julie train, and I can see a clear path of magic, of how to serve, of how the benefits of how of this. I'm not seeing that there.
Yeah.
So that's where, yeah, you know, so it's like, how can we put this in here? And, you know, so really, truly, it's not like I've got a lot of time on my hands. I've got, you know, major things that I'm going, but I'm like, no, I really see a lot of value in this. And I really see what y'all are doing. And I'm like, yeah, I really think this could be a good thing to head up in Austin. And it would be something I would put my name on. See, I don't have any other leaders that I would collaborate with. You know what I mean?
Thank
and
you.
so I'm like, well, I think this could be a good thing. And I'd like to help you guys get this off the ground. And I totally get the phase that you're going through. And then once it's a well-oiled machine, then when we would want to go, oh, well, let's talk to, you know, who do we know in the Genius Network, and who do we know in this, and who do we know in that, where they have these massive things and they send out one email, but the messaging isn't clear enough. It's to put it out. And so if you ever want me like to be the outlier and say, okay, you know, I'm outside the bubble.
It really is very valuable what you're offering, and I so appreciate it. And that's 100% a thing that we've been looking for, because I am really good at what you do on other people's projects. When it's my own baby, it is so much harder. It's ridiculous. I had no idea. Like, I am good at other people bring their stuff, and exactly like you said, I'm like, okay, what's the message? What's the elevator pitch? People get into the whole big thing, and I'm like, let's boil it down. And I'm really good at those pieces on other people's projects.
It is impossible to do on your own project.
Yeah,
it's really impossible. It's impossible to do on your own project. It just is not possible. You can't be in and out of the forest at the same time.
No, you really can't. And that's the piece that we're really excited to attract more mentors, and maybe you'll be able to really help us in that role of giving us that kind of outside piece of like, yeah, I get all that. And we need the, like, you know, we need the business cards, elevator spiel, the little front bit.
There's a few people in Austin that I really want to connect with. Adrian Grenier just bought a farm out there, the actor from Entourage, and he's raising an investment fund for companies.
Isn't he doing eco community too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, what's his name? Fit for Service. Anyways, another guy who's more like,
the fit for service thing that always comes up. Okay.
You know the guy, Aubrey Marcus, I think Aubrey Marcus, and then of course Tim Ferriss lives there. And there's a lot of cool people who've moved to Austin recently. It's become kind of a second tech hub for people who in San Francisco, especially.
There's also some like Jolie Dawn. I don't know if you know her. She's legend here. She lived in Hawaii. She's lived all over. She's doing over. She has helped so many women entrepreneurs really launch for real. She's like the real deal in doing the programs online. And so Jolie Dawn, Barton Scott, who created Upgraded Formulas. And so like, you know, some of, you know, so like I've got some of these other circles, you know, that I want to do, but I need to be able to, and this is the thing too, is like, I didn't help my potential business partner fundraise because we never got to the point where I could see a clear line. And I'm like, no, I'm like, plus how you're doing it is stupid. You could accomplish this from one phone call. I actually think I said use those words. I'm testing him. I'm calling him. I'm like, you can't talk to people like that. Do not send that email.
Well, they
You talk to the computer program. I talk to the people.
Exactly. They attracted you for a reason. So
well, he's coachable. He is so coachable. Like that's what I said, you know, this crowdfunding that you've done, I go, it's a blessing because this is how I get to find out if I really want to partner with you and if we can work together because we got to solve this and then you can see what I can do. And
yeah.
And he was like pulling almost like 16-hour days. He's like, Julie, I am transforming myself inside out, backwards, and to the moon and back because I know you're going to look at this picture. I'm like, good. I'm like, it's a gimme monster.
There you go.
You know, so it's that translating, it's the HEO, the human experience optimization, and it takes somebody on the outside to take a look and say, hey, right? And then, you know, it's like what we all do is we all start with the big, huge vision. And then really we need to start with version 0.1 and then 0.2. And then we got to leave the building. We got to leave the building and find out how people are experiencing this. And is this even solving their problem, right? And it's even better if you talk to the people and find out what problem they want solved and you build a business around that problem.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's really what we did in our events because we were working with so many vendors, local vendors. We were always connecting with them, with the artists, with the musicians, and with our actual participants who are coming to our events. And we did tons of this, asking them all the time, what do you want from the community? What do you want from us? And that's really is where all of this developed from. And of course, like you said, then you build something, then you go back and check again, and then you build something else, and you go back and check again. And that really is what our intention is, and to continue to do that is to keep checking our assumptions, because it can be really easy to be like, I like this seems awesome, let's build it. And there's a couple things that we put on the platform that were really just kind of things that we wanted, and you know, they'll be great one day, but they definitely weren't worth the time or energy at this point. And you know, it was a learning experience for sure. And you know, it's great that they're there for later.
Yeah.
But it's definitely been it's a real process.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually change. Well, I'm gonna keep it the relaxed singer. People, even in the world of transformation, are really resonating with that. Mm-hmm. I have taken my 16 years of deep transformational coaching with world-class coaches and put it into this crazy fun voice program. It's like, I'm like, oh, you know, we all have two singing dragons inside.
I think and it's this really resonate with, there's a lot of people in Vancouver that do kirtan, and they do kirtan, you know, kirtan, right? Chanting, Sanskrit.
Chanting, yeah.
So it's like the Sanskrit chants, and there's lots of very serious kirtan where it's just spiritual mantras and it's very serious. And then there's a couple community groups that are just, they do kirtan because it feels good and it's fun. And we throw in some other lovely sing-alongs, and Shine has actually written some beautiful pieces as well that are just kind of very uplifting music. And I love it just because it's an opportunity for me to sing where I'm not having to sing, where I'm just getting to make sound with everyone else. And there's not a lot of that. There's one person in Vancouver, her name is Julie Blue, and she does some kind of beautiful community kind of singing, opening your voice kind of stuff. But I feel like even hers is a little bit intense and serious for me, and it's a bit too much about actually singing. And I think for so many people, they just want to, like, it's so healing just to use our lungs and let sound out. And mostly the sound, our lungs and our vocal range, we have the ability to make lots of sounds, and talking is just that's mostly all we do. And I think it's so helpful and so supportive. This is
this is the kind of stuff I used to do with people.
Okay. So,
and we'd all kind of chant, and it was so
and you'd all
nice.
kind of,
The vibe was
yeah.
like, love so that was fun.
yeah.
Well, so I think the piece, like, because I can do, voice. I can sing big girl voice, and I can, go do Barracuda with the band or Crazy Train or whatever, some of my signature songs. I can, in 2015 or 2014, I think 2015, Master Kong, 74th generation Confucius, did a transference of power on me, and he could heal a whole room of people with his voice. So I use a lot of voice in a lot of ways. But I prefer to just let the magic and all that run in the background. But so, like, for people that just want to do Kirtan and have it fun, it's like, here's how you find your voice, and here's how you because it's literally is a voice in the head thing that stops this. And when you can clear this out, then it's really easy. And then I can actually just teach how to sing in the most powerful place, how to relax, give your voice, I call it give your voice some love in between singing. And there's all these different massages things to relax the voice. So I could even just do like a chanting or something, like just don't blow your voice out.
Perfect. I think people would love that, and just how to make, there's tricks that trained people know how to make your voice sound better. And if you don't know how to do that, you go, is that singing? Like, I don't know, I'm just making loud sounds. And if you're taught just some little basics, and I think so many people would love to sing, but they think they can't sing. And just to know that there's a couple tips and tricks and hacks. If you do these things, no matter how bad you think you are, you can improve the sound that comes out of your mouth. And then, and then if you combine it, like you said, with all that, getting rid of the other voices and getting rid of the who gives a fuck, then you're golden.
Yeah, I call it Jedi voice tricks. In fact, my entire I can't use that, obviously, we're getting trademarked, but that's literally how I'm teaching. Because I started off I didn't dream of being a singer in choir. I only joined because we went to Hawaii. And I ended up in LA at Seth Riggs' 10-day masterclass. And all 350 of us went to Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch because that was his vocal coach. So I started in with the vocal coach of the Stars in 99. And now I'm just like, I'm like, okay, get in reality with your voice, because the only place the voices in the head have any powers when you're out of reality. And the level of distortion of your voice. So I teach it, and I teach it with Jedi voice tricks, but I'm like, look, you got to choose a Bunny Hill song or a Green Circle song. If you're going to get up into intermediate or Black Diamond songs, you've got to hire a vocal coach. But if you find a song in your sweet spot, so I can actually teach that very easily. A few did Jedi voice tricks, and then distinctions, so they know when they're in their most powerful place, and then how to give your voice some love so you're not blowing it out. Yeah, just that alone will change people's lives,
Well, I think even for
I got a boogie. I'm gonna go and make some
just
dinner.
one sec. Last thing, and then I've got to go too. We can even share it as even people who are speaking and using their voice. These things are. After our 2.5 hours here, my throat is sore. So even to do these things,
just go.
Who are talking,
Oh, so pretend like you're yawning. Oh.
So all these things would be so helpful for people.
We're actually, that's one of those. So I will let you go. I just know I get a better feel for this, and I'm like, I'm excited. I'm on board, and I really want to help with the Austin thing. So let me marinate, and I'll have some events put up by this weekend, and let me know how I can help with Austin. Great to meet you guys.
It was so
All right,
lovely.
good night.
Thank you so much. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Bye.